Good afternoon, everyone out there in Cyberland. My name is Erin Bad Hand Kerr, and I am sitting here with. Introduce yourself, Dad.
I'm Howard Bad Hand. Originally from Rosebud, South Dakota. I live here in Taos, New Mexico, and this is my daughter, Erin Bad Hand Kerr.
And today we want to talk to you a little bit about the recent event that happened in U.S. Senate when the decision came down to one vote to reject the Keystone Pipeline. And in particular, the event that we're talking about is that at the moment that decision passed, a gentleman in the audience by the name of Mr. Greg Graycloud of Crow Creek and Rosebud, if I'm correct, took up a song in the middle of U.S. Senate. He was escorted out of the building. He was placed under arrest. But he sparked that song in honor of all of the senators who decided against Keystone Pipeline. And so Mr. Howard Bad Hand here, my dad, is the creator of that song, and we're here to talk to you about the origins of that song and why it is important at this time. So, can you give us a brief history, Dad, of how the Big Mountain Song came to be?
You know, back in 1983, my brother Tom Teagarden and I were researching a lot of historical society in Colorado, Smithsonian, looking for old Sundance songs, because we'd been asked to sing at a few Sundances up in the Dakotas. So in researching, we found all these old Sundance songs, and of course, being a composer, some songs came to me in dreams, and so we took these all to the Sundance. We started singing first at the Crow Dogs Paradise in Rosebud, and then in the summer of '83, Tom and I decided to take these songs to Greengrass, South Dakota, Greengrass community in northern South Dakota. And when we got there to release and reorient and reintroduce these old songs into the Sundance, we met a gentleman that by the name of Larry Anderson, who was from Dene country. He brought all these Lakota elderly women activists from the Big Mountain area in Arizona who were activists in trying to restore some order and peace to their lands and their land usage. And there are three governments involved, and plus the Hopi and Dene people. The Hopi government, the U.S. government, and the Dene government. They were all trying to figure out what to do about what they called a joint use area. And it was not only political, but real social sort of upheaval that was created by all these interactions. And Larry Anderson and these ladies came to Greengrass, the site of where they keep the Lakota peace pipe that was given to Lakota people by the White Buffalo Calf woman. There's an actual pipe there. And there was a Sundance there. So we reintroduced these songs. We were introduced to Mr. Anderson, and he said they were there to ask for the Sundance to be brought to that Big Mountain area so that there would be a spiritual way to start resolving some of these tensions and difficulties that were created by all these factors. And about a year after the Sundance started in '85, the ladies were brought to my home in Westminster, Colorado. And they were saying there that they were out going to all these different states asking for support, resources, and financial help so that a lot of these things could be restored to balance. One of the comments that a lady, I remember two names, and there were some other ladies there, but these two names I remember were Roberta Blackgoat and Violet Ashkey. And there's a young woman who was a wife of a very good friend of mine when I worked for the National Indian Health Board. He was like working for the health board in Fort Defiance and Window Rock, Arizona. and her name was Pita Wood. She was translating for her mother, and she said, you know, we're out there asking for all this help, but the one thing I miss out there, she said, is the peace we had.
Mm-hmm.
And so I listened, and I fed these people. And after the feeding, I got up and said to them, you know, I'm not a man with very many resources. Like, I don't have money to give you.
Mm-hmm.
But I am a song maker, a song keeper, a traditionalist in the sense of coming into a family of singers when I was born.
Right.
And so I said, I'll give you a song, since they had asked us to sing for their Sundance.
Mm-hmm.
And so in the 4th year of their Sundance, as is our tradition, since we were helping them for 4 years, we had a giveaway in the summer of '88, the Sundance of '88, Big Mountain Sundance. And by that time I had gotten a song. The creator gave me a song. And so I wanted to address that sentence that I heard from Violet Ashke. I miss peace out there. And I said, you know, if I wrote a song to commemorate who they're addressing out there, right? They're asking the creator for peace, right? And they're asking the president of the United States for peace, right? Mm-hmm. And the reason why the president was named was because it was an executive order that created the Hopi Reservation right smack in the middle of the Dene Reservation. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that generated so much tension between peoples who were trying to get along anyway.
Right.
And so the song that came to me was a song that I thought honored their seeking peace, right? And it was not a political song in my mind, in my heart. Right. I was just addressing the words I heard. I defend Grandmother Earth, mm-hmm. but I live seeking peace. And so in Lakota, the words came out this way, Tungashi la yapi. That's the Lakota word for addressing the President of the United mm-hmm. States. Wamayankayo, which means look at me. Mm-hmm. Let me this is I, Techia Nawajinlo, having a difficult time standing here. Mm-hmm. Then it says, Unjimaka, Grandmother Earth, Nawajinjina, I defend. Mm-hmm. I defend her. Now, Wa'achwalo, a calmness, a peace. Kuwa, one way, I chase after this. The Dene words, I'm not a Dene speaker, but I know the song only in words because Ellen Neskai, I asked him for help, he translated it, mm-hmm. and the way to sing the words was taught to me by Arlie Neskai, his son. Right. They were at the Cortez, in the town Cortez, Colorado, they had their own place called the Indian Spirit Life Center. Tom and I and Redley Takoja used to go there to sing for their annual spring celebration, mm-hmm. right? And so that particular summer of '88, I already had the song Lakota part, but I didn't have I wanted it to be Dene because it was meant for the Dene elders, mm-hmm. right? But anyone could sing it once they learned it, right? So, because it's appropriate for acknowledging the defense of our Grandmother Earth and seeking peace while doing it. Mm-hmm. So much later when Greg Greycloud sang this song, he asked my brother Pat Bad Hand mm-hmm. whether this was appropriate or not, and mm-hmm. Pat claims he didn't give permission, but that it was appropriate to sing. So it's not about, I didn't do this to, defend my song. I did it to acknowledge that this is a song for peace. Right. A song for defense of the land, right, Earth Mother. And that's what I understand Mr. Greycloud was doing. He was singing in honor of the senators and all the people who were defending Grandmother Earth mm-hmm. and voted down the pipeline, which would have been a disaster to the environment, as I understand it. Yes. Anyway, I was honored that Mr. Greycloud did choose that song to mm-hmm. sing for others in their honoring. Great. I never took it as like a protest song. And that's why I put up a video on YouTube mm-hmm. Acknowledging that that's what the song was for, and this is what we're doing here now, is to clarify that it was not a protest song. Right. Even the news might have reported it that way, right? That was a song to honor those who really voted against something that could have been a tragedy. Mm-hmm. And to honor peace in that. So this is what I'll say. Mr. Greycloud, thank you. for choosing that song to sing.
And you can find the video with the words and translation on YouTube, and also if you look under Howard Bad Hand, you can look up the song. So thank you all for joining us today, and hopefully you will take this and spread some peace in wherever your little corner of the world is.
That's my message. Go spread peace. We have a Sundance for peace. Now the song is a song for peace. Go share it and really defend Grandmother Earth. She needs our help. She can do without us if she chooses, but she needs our help to do her thing, which is to support life. So thank you for watching us, and at least hear my words. Bye. Have a good day.